You to leave us here. We don't want you to leave us here tonight going to ask somebody that knows nothing about this industry or the information that we are about to share. We're family here, so feel comfortable as we go through the information. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up our first presenter this evening. She is a mother. She is a wife, and she's a mother of two young boys, a 1 year old and a 4 year old. She is originally from the United Kingdom, now resides in the beautiful island of Tobago. She owns multiple businesses in the United Kingdom, Trinidad, and Tobago. And yes, she is busy, but she also owns this business. Now, she is part of the prestigious 2020 Club, but she's far exceeded that. She has personally helped over 20 families get closer to financial freedom. On her way to director in training, because she's about to gain her legacy. She is my top leader in Trinidad and Tobago, and she is an inspiration to all of the planet. You see, she is on a mission to bless lives all over the world and help each and every one of those individuals earn their legacy. Without further ado, I would like to introduce to you none other than Emma J. Regis. Emma J., have you made it to the line?
I certainly have, Miss D. Can you see and hear me clearly?
I can. Take it away.
Well, thank you so, so much. And great evening, ladies and gentlemen. As Miss Donna says, my name is Emma J. Regis, and I do reside in the beautiful twin island of Trinidad and Tobago, but namely Tobago. So, ladies and gents, you see, I got into this business opportunity that you're about to hear about simply because I wanted freedom. I am a mother of two. I have a 4 year old and I have a 1 year old, and they keep me busy. But I needed to do something in the pockets of the time that was available because I wanted to be there for my kids. Right now, I have that freedom to be there for my kids. It's Easter holidays. Some people are out working, taking their kids to work with them. No, I'm at home with my kids and I'm running a business in the pockets of time that I have. You see, ladies and gentlemen, proximity produces my next level. And in this business, this has allowed me to reach out to many people, reach a level that I never thought that I would be able to. I've been that person. I've been a victim of being tapped on the back and said, Emma J, we no longer need you. And when that happened, my employer didn't care about how I was going to survive. That was down to me. But you see, the beauty was 6 months before that happened, I was introduced to this business. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I no longer work for anybody. I'm a full-time mum, wife, entrepreneur, business owner, all from the comfort of my home. You see, now I have that financial freedom, that personal freedom, and that time freedom. I am no longer where I used to be, but I'm still not where I want to be. But this business opportunity is helping me to get there. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are going to show you how you can design your ideal life. Who doesn't want to be able to do that, right? So you're going to discover how you can earn more, travel more, and experience more. Well, what does that mean? You can build a strong network. Ladies and gentlemen, you have the opportunity to embrace and empower others and yourself. You see, this isn't just booking travel. No, there's more to it. There's a freedom math, right? You'd also be able to benefit from e-commerce. Now, let me ask you a question. When COVID hit back in 2019, what was the only thing that didn't go down? That's right, it was the internet, right? And with this opportunity, you are able to work from anywhere, anytime, because there's no contracts, there's no quotas. You are your own boss. But most importantly, ladies and gents, I'm sure a lot of you are traveling or want to travel. And here you are able to become a travel professional, earn the travel commissions, and learn the secrets of a travel professional. So you're probably wondering, well, who are we? And I'm so glad that many of you have asked. Ladies and gentlemen, we are Planet Marketing. We are a company that's managed as a business should be. The gentleman you see to the right of the screen, that is Mr. Donald Bradley. He is the Planet Marketing founder and CEO and the gentleman with the vision behind this amazing vehicle that we have all jumped upon. You see, Mr. Bradley's vision was for persons with ordinary lives to be able to have extraordinary lives, therefore putting together this vehicle that he has. So, a bit of background about Planet Marketing. They're based in Atlanta, Georgia. They are a 10-year-old company with solid company leadership, and they have reps in over 20 plus countries. Now, to date, ladies and gentlemen, we have paid out over 350 million in commissions. Now, let me draw your attention to the bottom of the screen. You'll see Mr. Dwayne Van Sil. He is our Planet Marketing President. Mr. Van Sil has over 20 years of sales, marketing, and leadership experience. And partnered with him, we have Miss Leanne Treckler. She is our COO. Now, Miss Leanne Treckler, again, has over 20 years of administration and management experience, jointly ensuring that the planet is run as it should be. Now, you're probably thinking, all right, Emma, well, it's a marketing company. Well, what is your product? And again, I'm glad you're firing these questions at me because, ladies and gentlemen, our product is in one of the largest and sexiest industries in the world, which is travel, what many of you are already doing. So our home agency is IntelliTravel. And I say home agency because we're not a platform. We have the four walls and all the essentials that you need in order to be successful in your business. Now, IntelliTravel is based in Delray Beach, Florida. We have accreditations and certifications from CLIA, which is a Cruise Line International Association, to BBB, which is Better Business Bureau. Why? Because we are recognized for excellence. We are the leading innovators in travel with over 35 years of experience. And the gentleman you see to the right of the screen, that is Mr. James Ferrara. He is our IntelliTravel COO, and he still sits on the board for CLIA to this date. Now, it's simple, ladies and gentlemen. We have an exclusive partnership with Planet Marketing. So we sell travel and Planet sells us. That's it. No hidden secrets. So to date, ladies and gentlemen, we have done an astonishing 5.5 billion in travel bookings. And if you have been booking travel for yourself or for anyone else, you've left money on the table and you've given it away to someone else. Now, let me draw your attention to the bottom of the screen. You see those industry awards and recognitions. They just slide across to the right to where it says Travel Weekly Magellan Award. Now, if you know anything about the Grammys, well, that award is like the Grammys of travel. And ladies and gentlemen, we haven't won it once, we have won it multiple times. Now, let me ask you a question. Did you know that commissions are already built inside of your travel? Stop, wait there. Even if you've booked travel directly with the supplier or gone to booking.com, travelocity.com, any of those sites, there's a commission already built in and you have been leaving money on the table. You see, ladies and gentlemen, here you're able to enjoy the infinite possibilities as a travel business owner. So what does that mean for you? That's 70 to 80% of commissions. You read it right, and that's why it's in red. 70 to 80% of commissions. You will receive a full-fledged at-home agency with your state-of-the-art booking portal. You will be partnered with every major supplier worldwide. And why is this important? Because guess what? A lot of people go and do studying to become a travel agent, and then what happens? They're left on their own. When you partner with us, you are actually able to have everything that we have built right in your hands in the comfort of your home. You'll also receive your payment gateway, your customer management software. And you're probably thinking, all right, Emma, well, what sort of trips can I book? Because again, a lot of people think travel is just flights, hotels. No, 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 there's way more to it than that. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to put in the chat everything. This is an interactive Zoom, so write everything for me. What can I book, Emma? Everything. Group trips, individual travel, group cruises, corporate and church retreats, fraternities and sororities, destination weddings. How about divorce trips? Literally anything named travel and entertainment, there is a commission that's tied to it. This is a full turnkey business. You get your full customer service and support. Your on-demand agent training modules. You train on your time, wherever you want, when you want. All you need is a bit of Wi-Fi. You'll have access to all our major suppliers worldwide, and you'll have all of your sales and marketing material there in your back office. Look at that dashboard on the screen. See, it says welcome back. The only thing that's missing from there, ladies and gentlemen, is your name. And again, you say, well, what do I have access to? Keep it in the chat, keep it coming, everything, right? Cruises, vacation packages, resorts, travel insurance, train tickets, you name it, there is a commission tied to it. But if you've been booking it and you're not an agent, you've not been getting that money. So a lot of people will say, but Emma, why travel? Why now? Travel's been around for so long. And I spin it back around and I say, well, why not travel? Why not now? Let's break down some facts, ladies and gentlemen. So travel is actually an $11.5 trillion industry, and it's projected to hit 15 trillion within the next 10 years. Also, when many of you are at work, should be doing what you're paid to do, what are you out there doing? You're looking for that next bargain trip, right? Because travel is the #1 research category online between the hours of 9 to 5, when many of us should be doing our work. Okay, so we're going to break down and see who is actually out there traveling. And if any categories apply to you, I want you to pop it in the chat, because why? Travel is for everybody, and we're educating everyone on what they're doing anyway. We've got our baby boomers. If you're a baby boomer, put boom in the chat. Why? Because you guys are fueling the growth. Your spend is approximately $2.5 trillion annually. It's crazy. But then let's go across to our Generation X's. Generation X's are spending $3 trillion annually. Put an X in the chat, because guess what? You guys like quality over quantity, maintaining that work-life balance. But then there's my crew, the millennials, right? So we're spending approximately $4 trillion annually. It's crazy. Look at the growth. But then we come to our Generation Z. Now, Gen Zs, they're literally our digital generation. That's our current generation, right? And they are our bleisure travelers. Why? They like to mix bleisure and travel, and they're only spending 1.5 trillion so far. Right? That's just telling you, ladies and gents, there's a lot of money to be made in the travel industry. And if you're already doing it, you're losing out. So how would you feel about turning your mobile phone into an ATM? Why not get paid on what you and others are going to do anyway? Because let's face it, almost everyone you know is either traveling or wants to travel. It simply makes sense. So you're probably wondering, all right, Emma, I've heard a lot, right? So how much money is really behind this travel, right? And I'm glad you've asked, because I came prepared with some industry examples. So let's break it down. Do you have any frequent business travelers? Do you know anyone who's a frequent business traveler, right? But imagine a frequent business traveler goes to your site, to your portal, that same dashboard that I showed you. They book a 3-night hotel stay 3 times a month. You haven't done a single thing, but guess what? You have earned a commission check of over 150 US dollars. That's correct, ladies and gentlemen. All of the currency that we'll be discussing tonight will be in USD currency, or as I call it, US dollars. Now, if 151 US dollars will take a bill or two off of the table, put it in the chat. Here's another example for you. Perhaps you're a sporter or you're a sport fanatic, but guess what? In the travel industry, you can be everything and book travel for any and anyone. You don't have to be a sports fanatic to be able to book golf. So you go ahead and you book a 5-day golf trip. And the beauty of golf means golfers like to go in groups. So you've got a request to book a 5-day golf trip for a group of 4 golfing in Scottsdale, Arizona. Ladies and gentlemen, this may take you approximately 35 minutes to 45 minutes of your time, maybe an hour tops. But would that not be worth it for a commission check of over 274 US dollars? Put a cha-ching in the chat if that makes sense. Here's another example for you. The wedding bells are ringing. So you may know someone getting married soon, or perhaps you're getting married yourself. But imagine you get a request to book a 7-day honeymoon, and you go ahead and you book an all-inclusive resort in Cancun, complete with butler service. Who wouldn't want that, right? Now, the bride is happy, and you're even happier with that commission check of over 561 US dollars. Notice the trend, ladies and gentlemen. The commission is going up, and these are things that you're going to do anyway. But the next example is my favorite. You see, because being a certified cruise specialist, because of this amazing opportunity, I understand and appreciate one, cruises pay the most in commission, and two, people like to cruise in groups and also by themselves in couples. So it's best of both worlds. So I get a request to book a 5-day group cruise. And it's for 20 cabins on a Western Caribbean cruise. Now we know for family reunions, there's always going to be some sort of headache. People that can't get on, right? Uncle Bob, Aunt Martha, Cousin Lee, they're always arguing, but that's not my issue. Why? Because I've put together their trip, I've done everything, sorted out their payment plans, and I've received a commission check of over 2,200 US dollars for something I was going to do anyway. Notice how it's gone up, ladies and gentlemen. That's simply saying this is an aha moment. If you're booking travel at the moment, you're leaving money on the table. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have fun here, learning and earning. And the beauty of it is we're able to educate ourselves from a client's perspective on our exclusive IntelliTrips, and you'd be able to do the same too. We're also able to become better educated on our vendors and industry products. And let me just draw your attention down the bottom to where it says Dream Maker, Vacation Builder, and Travel Genius. You see, you have the opportunity to advance through each level of certification and basically put yourself in a great place for increased earnings. Now, you see, our classrooms aren't those sticky boardrooms. No, 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 no. We're in the travel industry and we love having fun. So we're going to show you a few industry examples of how we got qualified and where. So, ladies and gentlemen, we did a trip to Negril, Jamaica. It was 4 days, it was 3 nights, an all-inclusive resort, adults only. And this was to get our wellness travel certification. But ladies and gentlemen, you'd be surprised by the price that we paid, because you'll see Mic Drop says $499 per person. That's simply unheard of. Think of it. $499 to get qualified, come back with a wellness travel certification, and also enjoy the resort. You couldn't get that for 1 night. Here's another example. But this time we went to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. We did the same 3 nights, 4 days, but we stayed at an all-inclusive diamond resort to get our luxury travel advisor certification. Ladies and gentlemen, it was crazy. Mic Drop, $720 per person. Again, diamond resort, all-inclusive to get certified. If you're traveling, there is money and you get these perks as well. I say no more. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would literally love to thank you so much for giving me your undivided attention while I took you to the beaches of the world on tonight's first half of our presentation. You see, we go to 2 places here, the beaches and the banks. But before we take you to the banks, I'm going to tell you about our IntelliTrust guarantees. You see, because with this business opportunity, it comes with risk-free guarantees. And our first one is our best travel price guarantee. What that simply says is someone comes to you after you've joined the business and you've booked them a trip. They've gone away within the first 7 days and they found it cheaper somewhere else. They've come back to you, but guess what? We offer price match as long as it's apples to apples, oranges to oranges, ensuring all the details match up. But in the event that we aren't able to either meet or beat that price, IntelliTravel will provide your client with the difference in IntelliBucks to use towards their next travel booking with you. The second one is our no questions asked 100% money back guarantee. And I love this, ladies and gents, because what we're saying is come in and try the business. Try it for 29 days. And if within those 29 days, you're not happy, you want to cancel, you're not happy making commissions, you're not happy booking travel, you've just changed your mind. Guess what? You can cancel and get all of your monies back. But the third one here is our unique profit guarantee. And this one simply sold it for me because as a business owner and entrepreneur, I understand that look, 30 days, 29 days, that is simply not enough time to really try and test a business. So IntelliTravel says, come in, try the business for 12 months. And if within that time you do not make or save what you've invested, IntelliTravel will cut you a check for the difference and you still get to keep your business. Who does that? We do that. Why? Because we know that it works. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to bring before you a queen who is about to take you to the banks. Ladies and gentlemen, this lady, she is a one-star director in this amazing opportunity. She resides in Charlotte, North Carolina. She has a team in over 17 countries. She is part of the prestigious 40/40 Club. She is in the top 1% of leaders in this amazing opportunity. She leads from the front. She leads with intention. She retired 2 years ago as a vice president of Wells Fargo Bank in America. Ladies and gentlemen, this woman is absolutely powerful, changing lives all over the world, including that of myself, because success leaves clues. It is no other than my coach and mentor, Miss Donna Reeves. Donna, have you made it to the line?
And here, Emma J, can you see and hear me clearly?
I certainly can, Miss Day. Please do take it away for us.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. She knocked it out of the park, taking you to the beach. And as she said, I am about to take you to the bank. As she indicated, I spent 45 years in the financial services arena, 19 as a vice president for Wells Fargo Bank. And many people ask me, Donna, why did you do this business? Because I've been doing it for 9 years, only full time for the last 2 after I retired. Why do you do this business when you had a prestigious position? Well, it's simple, and I answer it the same every time. I don't want anybody to be the captain of my ship, driving me to where they want me to go as it relates to my financial future. So I hopped on this vehicle 9 years ago, and it was the best decision I have ever made. You see, I've been a traditional business owner. I've owned businesses, brick and mortar. I've owned businesses in malls. And guess what? All of that had tremendous overhead. Here, you have a low equity injection, but the money that you can make will change your life. So tonight I'm going to talk to you about building a network, not only for yourself, but for others through leverage and residual income. You see, my favorite uncle says, never rely on a single source of income. You must invest to create a second source. He didn't say go out and get a second and third job because 2 and 3 jobs are for 2 and 3 people. He said, no, invest to create a second source. And tonight I'm going to show you how you can invest to create a second source. I'm first going to talk about leveraged income. You see, all of us, well, many, not all, say we're not salespeople, but actually each and every one of us are. We're just not getting paid for it. What about the last restaurant you went to and the food was unbelievable? You told everybody. What about that great movie that you saw? You shared that information. Ladies, when you find an amazing hairstylist, you're sending all your girls there. And guys, I know you do the same thing with barbers. Well, guess what? You are referring those businesses. The difference is they're not giving you any compensation for it. Well, here, every time you share this information with somebody and they lock arms with you, what does that mean? Become a travel agency owner. You're going to get a $50 direct sale. Now, I know. You're saying, Donna, Emma J, I know you did not bring me here tonight to talk about $50. And you're absolutely correct. I did not. bring you here to talk about $50. You see, when that person locks arms with you and becomes a travel agency owner and then goes out and shares it with all of the people that you don't know, they're going to get that 50 direct sale, but you're going to get a 50% check match. They go out and make 500 this week, you're making 250. 1,000, you're making 500. They make a fortune, guess what? You're making half a fortune. And then also, when you become a gold builder, you are going to start earning $10 team bonuses that start at 10 and go all the way up to $60. Now, I want you to look at the bottom of the screen where it says there's no limits on direct sales, matches, or team bonuses. Upfront commissions are paid weekly. You see that weekly? It's with 2 E's. No A, because no commissions on this side of the house are weak. Now, what I want to share with you is that Mr. Bradley, who is our CEO, loves sports. More importantly, he loves the Olympics, and he mirrored our builders program off of the Olympics. When 3 people partner with you, you're a bronze builder. 6, you're a silver builder, and you have already made back your investment. Plus 9, you are a gold builder. Now, I know that people that go to the Olympics don't train hard to get a bronze medal or a silver medal. No, they are running for that gold medal so that they can stand on the top of the podium representing their country, proud of what they have achieved. Well, you see here, when you become a gold builder, 3 additional streams of income kick in. The first is that $10 team bonus. So instead of making 50 on every direct sale, it's 60. And that 50% check match goes from 25 to 35. In addition, you are going to start receiving a 10% match on your personal ITA's travel commissions. Remember that cruise that Emma J talked about where that agent made $2,200? Well, if you were the person that partnered with them and brought them into this business, they made the 2,200, but you made 10% or $220. Now, you don't know who was on that cruise. You don't know who was doing the cha-cha slide on the Lido deck, nor do you care. But what you do know is that $220 dropped into your bank account or on your international debit card. And then you're also going to get a 10% match on your personal reps matrix commissions. You see, every person that joins this business has a matrix. I have a matrix. You have a matrix. We're giving out matrices to everybody that comes into the business. And it is a 3x9 team build matrix. Pay close attention to the team. We're not doing any of this alone, but this is where the residual income component kicks in. And I love residual. What is residual? I use the example of one of the greatest entertainers of all time. You see, residual is you do something once, you get paid over and over and over again for it. Well, Michael Jackson, he is no longer with us, but every single time one of his songs is played, his estate gets paid residual income. Well, here we pay residual income on travel agency franchises. I want you to look to the column that says level. And on the second level, there is a lock. It's unlocked. Why? Because when 2 people partner with you, it unlocks your matrix. And we're going to move on down to bronze, right? Because bronze, you've locked arms with 3 individuals, 27 seats or agency availabilities on that level, and you can earn up to $156. Nothing to sneeze at, but we're moving right along. Let's go down to silver. Silver, you've locked arms with 6 people, but there's 729 agency seats there. Multiply that by the $4 bill, and that's $4,368. Now, if you were the gold builder that locked arms with the individual that earned the $4,368, you got it. You are going to earn 10% or $436.80. but I already told you, we are not stopping there. We are running for gold. Gold, you've locked arms with 9 individuals that want to do what you do, be travel agency owners. On that level, there's 19,683 agency positions. If you add all of those numbers up, it comes to over 29,500 agencies. Well, multiply that by the $4 bill, which you're paid on every active agency, depending on what level you're on. That is going to yield over $118,000. Now, I know you're probably saying, Donna, nobody's making $118,000 on the $4 bill. Yeah, not one person. Hundreds of people within our organization is making that kind of money residually when it comes to our 3x9 team build matrix. Now, when you become a gold builder, it opens up the floodgates for you to go on and become a director. So let's look at the 1-star director. You and your team have grown to 100 agencies. Now remember, you're only responsible for 9. The other 91 can come from anywhere or anybody within your organization. There's 100 agents, multiply that by the $4 bill, that's $400. That you're going to get on the 10th of the month. But on the 1st of the month, every 1st of the month, your director bonus kicks in and it starts at $500. In addition, you're going to get another $10 team bonus. So instead of making 50 on every direct sale, it's 70. That 50% check match goes from 25 to 45. But I want you to come over and look in the gray box, second bullet down. It says, 1-star directors receive 1,000 monthly income guaranteed from all sources. That means at the end of the month, the system is going to be searching. If they see anybody that's a director that hasn't made $1,000 US, they're going to make up the difference. If you've only made 800, they're going to give you the other 2. If you've only made 700, they're going to give you the other 3. So let's slide down and look at another level of directorship. As you notice, as it goes to 2, 3, 4, 5-star director, we're continuously adding another $10 team bonus. So let's look at the 5-star director. 4,000 agencies, you and your team. 4 times 4, $16,000 in matrix pay you're getting on the 10th of the month. But on the 1st of the month, your director bonus is $10,000. Now, at that level, the $10 team bonus caps off. So that means that you're going to make 110 on every direct sale and 85 on the 50% check match. Now that $10 through $60 is going to flow through your organization on every single sale. Now, I'm going to bring you down to the 7-star director because we crowned one of those about 2 months ago. She is a beautiful woman out of the United Kingdom. Now, she's got a team of at least 25,000, but it's more than that. 25,000 times that $4 bill, that's $100,000. But on the 1st of the month, she's getting her director bonus of $30,000. Now, that's $130,000, but I can tell you she has a team of over 30,000. Miss Rachel Laji is bringing in over $167,000 a month, which makes her a multimillionaire. We have no 8, 9, or 10-star directors, which means you've caught this before we have done anything. Now, we also have the presidential Ring and Rolex program, and this comes directly from the pocket of Mr. Bradley. You see, he blesses us when we get to certain levels. So when you are earning $8,333 per month, which is $100,000 annually, he's going to give you the sapphire ring. $20,833 per month, which is $250,000, he's going to give you the ruby ring. $41,666 per month, it's yielding you $500,000. He's going to give you the diamond ring, and I don't know anybody that doesn't like diamonds. And then 83,333 per month. He is going to give you the double diamond ring because now you are making over $1 million. And when you become a 5-star director, he is going to bless you with a Rolex, a diamond encrusted Rolex timepiece. Now we have numerous sapphire, ruby, and diamond wearers. Double diamond, we are now sitting at 9 millionaires. 2 of them are multimillionaires. Now, this is our income disclosure statement, and we have to report every penny we make in the United States to the IRS. So let's look at the Gold Builder, right? Because we're running for gold. Gold Builder works about 15 hours per week. There was a Gold Builder in 2025 that made over $655,000. But let's slide on down to the 6-star because we hadn't crowned a 7-star in 2025. They work this as a full-time job or position. They're owners of their own company. They're working over 60 hours a week, but the average is they're making over $1 million. Now, this income disclosure statement is only talking about Planet Marketing, has nothing to do with IntelliTravel. So on this side, we pay out over $6.5 million a month for commissions, and we do the same thing on the travel side, which yields people out there doing the work over $13 million per month. Now, the print is small. If you want to see this up close and personal, get back to the person that invited you, and they will send you over a copy of this income disclosure statement. Now, the next slide is the power. If you listen to nothing else I said, please listen to this. This is our Planet Marketing Pledge and why I planted my flag here. And I'm going to read it word for word. It says, as a Planet Marketing Director, feel secure in knowing that in the event of your death, the Planet business you built will outlast you. Your family will still receive your Planet Marketing weekly commissions, director pay, director bonuses, and monthly residual income. Now, once I became a director, I immediately got legal documents saying, Donna, who do you want to leave your money to? You document those on the legal document, you get it notarized, and you send it back to a law firm. In the event of my death, if I died tonight, all of the money that I make on a weekly and monthly basis would be divided equally between every single person that I put on that document. Now, guess what? When they die, it goes to their benefactors. And when they die, it goes to theirs. That is the legacy. Now, why is this so important to me? As I started out, I said I spent 45 years in the financial services arena, 19 as a vice president for Wells Fargo Bank. Well, when I retired in 2024, did they give me a pledge? Did they give me a legacy? Did they give me anything that I could leave my loved ones? Absolutely not. They gave me, and don't laugh, $150 gift card and a plaque after I had served them for all those years, helping them make millions and millions of dollars. But that is how they blessed me. And this Planet Pledge is a game changer. You see, Mr. Bradley said, I'm going to help you while you're here on earth and help you make money, and you're going to make a lot of it. But when you leave this earth, your family is going to be taken care of for the rest of theirs. Now, this is a turnkey business. You're going to have valuable tools, systems, and support, websites, one for marketing, one for travel, mobile apps, one for marketing, one for travels. All your training is free, on-demand training, webinars, calls, Zooms like this. But our most prestigious event every single year is our international convention, and it is being held in the largest Marriott in the world in Orlando, Florida, September 10th through the 12th. And this year it's called Unstoppable because we have no excuses, no fear, and no limits. And our guest note speaker this year will be none other than Fraser Brooks. If you don't know who that is, look him up. He's from the United Kingdom, now living in Dubai. Now, I know you're saying, how do I start? Donna, I was ready when Emma J talked about that cruise and that $2,200 commission. Well, I'm going to share with you exactly how you can get started tonight. You see, price is what you pay, value is what you get. Now, that's not a typo on the screen. For both businesses, it's $199.90. Now, depending on where you are in the world, of course, we can equate that to your currency. $19.95 is going to Planet Marketing, $179.95 to IntelliTravel. That equals the $199.90. Now, 30 days later, your overhead to run your business kicks in. Every business has an overhead. Now, that overhead is going to run you $60. Now, if most of you stop for coffee on the way to work in the morning, you're spending more than $2 per day. Now, this is for an $11.5 trillion industry that now is your business, that everybody does. They just don't realize that there's compensation in every single transaction. Now, we normally have three types of people that join us on the Zoom, and all I'm saying is get mad, make a decision. Number three, say, thank you so much for inviting me tonight, but I'm not interested in travel. I'm not interested in blessing other people. I'm not interested in making money off of my travel or anybody else's. And we just say, thank you so much for honoring the invite. But I am asking you, the next time that you book travel, don't just book it with a no name. Get back to the person that invited you tonight and let them earn those commission dollars. Number two says, Donna, ooh, this looks good. It sounds good. I have questions. Stay on the line. We are going to make sure that we answer every single one of your questions. And number one says, girl, I told you I was ready to go when I saw that cruise. And we're going to say, stay on, because we are going to also answer all of your questions to make sure that you are leaving us here tonight fully educated. You see, we're about to go on a journey of success, right? And every time you start a journey, you have to start with one step. Each and every one of you have already taken that one step. But the beauty is the thousands and thousands of other miles that you are going to go, we are going to be right there with you. You see, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself when you join us in this business. So on behalf of Janelle D., Cosetta, Norberta, Cheryl, Nadine, Cheryl, Nicole, Desdra, Chris, Emma J., and myself, we want to welcome you to the best place on the planet. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring back up my co-host, and we are going to open up the lines to answer every single question that you have, because we don't want you to leave us here tonight going and asking someone that knows nothing about this industry or may not be giving you the accurate answer and helping you make a decision that is going to dictate your financial future. So you can either come off mute, ask the question, or type it in the chat box, and we will answer that question for you. And I don't want you to be shy. We're family here. And again, we want to make sure that you leave us tonight with no questions whatsoever. Who has our first question tonight? Well, Emma J., while we're waiting.
Yeah, go
for
for
a
it.
question?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I want to ask you a question because, we speak to thousands of people. We're speaking to people in 22 countries, and a lot of people say, I've joined businesses before. You join them, it's all this hype, and then you get in and nobody is helping you. You don't even see Donna Reeves anymore. You don't see Emma J. Regis. You're like, where did they go? Talk to them about the culture. Talk to them about what we do here and why we do it differently in this business.
Absolutely. Now, ladies and gents, this business is phenomenal. Okay. Now, it's a culture of like-minded people all on the journey to the same place. One destination, freedom, right? And this is not a race or a sprint, this is a marathon. And when you come in, just know that you come into a culture of like-minded people that's there to help you on that journey. Now, for me, they say success leaves clues, which is very true. And you'd notice how I introduced Director Reeves because she is my coach and mentor, but she's also my success partner in this business. She is a one-star director. She has bagged that legacy and she pours into her team. Now, if she can do it, and she's giving the blueprint to everyone else who wants to do it, therefore taking you to university and helping you write your papers and helping you to graduate. That is the community that you come into. You are not a number here in any way, shape, or form. A number is someone a number is for somebody who has a job, right? First of all, this is not a job, this is a business opportunity. Right now, you are out there and you're building the legacy of somebody else, unless you are self-employed. But if you're self-employed and maybe you're a contractor or something like that, you are still trading your time for money, right? So we're not saying here, quit what you're doing. We're saying here, look, we're in 2026. Times are changing, time to align what it is that you want and know that there is a vehicle, a community, a family, a culture that is willing to help you guys get there. Back to you, Misty.
That's it. Who has a question? I know
There are
somebody
no
has
questions.
some. There has to be. There has to
And
be a question.
I have a
hey, Giselle.
question.
Correct.
Hi,
Hey,
Giselle. All
Giselle.
right. You win the prize.
Good night. Good night.
Good
Hi.
So,
night.
so I don't know anything about this business, this venture. But it sounds interesting. However, yes, I know you said that we have access to the platform. So, is it that I have to advertise myself if I come into the business and okay, you say people would request that they want to travel to XYZ and we have to book them. But where are we getting these bookings to book for these people on through the platform?
Great
Great
question.
They
question.
all have these options there already. Just like I just had a Google or plug into the platform cruise and I'll have like options to just send over to these people, you know? Yeah.
So I'm going to answer your question, Giselle. First of all, you do market yourself. It's like anything else. Even if you had a brick and mortar store, you'd have to invite customers to come in, right? Well, we show you how to market on social media. As Emma J said, I'm in 17 different countries. I have agents in 17 countries. I didn't travel to those countries. I did it all online. You met me online, right? So it's the same thing. We're going to show you how to do that. As far as the inventory, anybody you think of as far as a supplier, whether it's a train, whether it's a cruise ship, whether it's a car rental service, a hotel, I could go on and on and on. Those are your suppliers and your partners. So when you come in, you're immediately going to get your credentials. And your credentials are your agent PIN number associated only to you, your IATA number for all land and air bookings, your CLIA number for cruise bookings. It immediately comes in your email. We're going to log into your back office. We're going to bring you over to your self-paced training modules. But while we're back there, we're also going to start registering you with suppliers. Because when you get done with your onboarding, you can start booking. See, today you're a consumer. You go to the front side of whoever you're booking with. But when you become a travel agency owner, you are a merchant, you are a business owner, and you are logging in as a business owner, seeing all the inventory they have, seeing what they have, maybe especially for us, or what they have for our clientele. So all of that is at your disposal because you are now a business owner. So I don't want you to get hung up on where am I getting clientele. Word of mouth, social media is going to bring them to you. I hope that answered your question.
Thanks, Misty. Giselle? Go
Yes,
ahead.
yes, it did.
Okay, perfect. Any other questions,
Thank
Shamila?
you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We've got a question in the chat box. This is from PC Lashley. Good night. Question. Would this recording be available for us to utilize to share to others we may have that may be interested? PC Lashley is actually based across here in Tobago, and I met him at our event last night.
Hello. Last night, so you saw me. I saw you, evidently, PC. Even though I wasn't in Tobago, I was in the room. See, that's how we work together. Absolutely. When this is over, I'll get it over to my engineer. He'll clean it up a little bit and we will get it out to you so that you can share. But let me just say this. We do these Zoom presentations, not just
Good
MJ
night.
and I, but we do them Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. So, well, not this Sunday because it's Easter, but you can join those, but we will make sure that we get you the recording for sure. Did you have a question, Newt? All right. Any other questions?
Yeah, I thought Newt
Hi,
had a
yes.
question.
Are you
Yeah,
hearing me?
yeah, we can
Yes.
hear you. Go
Yes,
ahead.
I do. Yes, I do. Good
Yes.
night,
Okay, go ahead.
everyone. Good night, everyone on the platform. What I'm looking at, I'm really amazed of the, of the settings. And what I'm looking at, because I know in business is all about risk. Okay. And as we take this risk, I know you all are there to guide us through the process, right? And in guiding us through the process, um, what measures could be if we want to actually like inform other people concerning it? Could you give me uh like a rundown or information that I can, I can liaise with someone, and let them know actually what the process is really about?
So first, Newt, as far as risk, any business owner takes a
Mm.
risk. I don't care if you're selling lemonade
Yes.
on the
Yeah.
sidewalk, right? But
Mhm,
remember,
mhm, mhm.
we give 3 guarantees. And as it relates to the business, on the travel side, you can come in 29 days, drive this vehicle,
Okay.
lift the hood, check the tires, take it for a spin. And at day 29, if you decide you don't want to do this business because there are no contracts or quotas, we are going to cancel your business and you are going to get all of your money back. On the marketing side, we give you 89 days. Come in, sell some agencies.
Mm.
If you decide, nope, I don't want to do that. Same thing. No contracts, no quotas. We'll cancel the business and you will get your money back. So there isn't a risk, right? Because we're giving you time to come in and test it out. As far as sharing this
Yeah.
information, when you come in, you're going
Yes.
to get websites. You're also going to get mobile apps. And from your mobile app, you're going to be able to share videos explaining this information. Much shorter version,
Okay.
10 minutes. But
Okay.
you never have to explain this. You're becoming a master inviter and you're inviting people to the Zooms we do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. And
Yeah.
we do private launches for you as well. So let's just say on a Saturday, you say, I want to launch my business. I want you to do what you did on Thursday night for me on Saturday night. Guess what? We're going to be right there doing this presentation for all of your personal guests. You do not need to explain this. We really don't want you to explain it because guess what, Newt? Right now, you don't know the information. And that's why I say don't leave here and go ask somebody that knows nothing about the industry to help you make a decision about your financial future. No,
Yeah.
send them to
Okay.
us. Even so, you're on the Zoom tonight, and I'm sorry, I forget who invited you. But after Julia, right. So after this, you're going to want to have a little conversation with Julia. And guess what Julia's
Mm-hmm.
going to do? Julia is going to get you on the line with her coach and mentor, Emma J. Regis, and answer every single one of your additional questions. And if you say, I'm ready to go, guess what? They're going to get you into the business and start your onboarding process so that you can begin to learn the industry. But as you're learning travel, you're not just sitting around learning travel. No, we're hitting the ground running, exposing your business. Exactly what I just said, sharing the information, inviting them to the Zoom presentations, because remember, on the marketing side, you can come in today and invite somebody to a Zoom. There's one tomorrow. And they say, Newt, I want to lock arms with you. I want to be a travel agency owner. If they join before Sunday at midnight, you're getting notified next Thursday that you've earned a commission. And when you get that notification, we're going to go in and we are going to request an international debit card be couriered to your home in Trinidad and Tobago. When you get that card in hand, we're going to activate it. We're going to load your commissions on. And from that day forward, they're just going to notify you how much is being loaded on. It's an international debit card that can be used anywhere in the world for anything, and you'll have a PIN number. So we really educate you. We walk through the process with you, and there's so much available to you. Your tool chest is full of so much that is going to help you be successful, as well as the mentor and coaches that will be helping you as well. And it's much bigger than myself and Emma J. There's 147,000 of us in 22 countries. There's leaders upon leaders that is pouring into you. And that happens on a daily basis. Great question.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Okay.
Thanks, Miss
I
B.
have another question.
Yeah,
Go for it,
Mr.
Giselle.
Sal.
Yes, hi. I wanted to get a little more information because I remember you all saying that on like to get the certificates, we go to a different country into a resort and we get this certificate. Could you give a little more information on that?
Yeah, those are IntelliTrips, right? That you, or if you want to go somewhere to get certified, you can go. But let me just make it clear. You don't need a passport and you don't need a visa to start this business. And you don't have to leave the comfort of your home to get certified. I'm a luxury travel advisor and I did it right here from the comfort of my home. It's all online. So you don't have to spend money to go get certified. No, we bring the certifications to you in the comfort of your home, being done at your pace. So those are for people that want to go. You want to go to Negril? That was one of them that we did, right? To Negril, Jamaica, to get a wellness certification. You can, and you saw the price, but you don't have to. Any certification that you want, you can get it from the comfort of your home. And you don't have to get certifications. You see, our certifications are held at the company level, meaning that everything that we need to show that we're legit is at the IntelliTravel level. So if you decide, you know what, I want to learn a few things, I may want to become a cruise specialist. Emma J said that cruises pay great commissions. I may want to be a faith-based specialist because I heard sending people to the Holy Land is huge commissions. You can do that, but you don't have to. So don't get hung up on, oh my gosh, am I going to have to go to Jamaica to get this and Punta Cana to get that? Nope, you can do it from the comfort of your home. Great question.
Okay, is there also a charge for these courses, even though I'm doing it from my home online?
No, ma'am. No,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay.
Now, let me say this. There are some courses like Dream Maker, which was one that was on there that you do from the comfort of your home. And that one is $35. And I'm going to tell you why. It's a full day course. It starts at 8, goes to 5. But all of our, well, not all, because there's thousands and thousands of suppliers, but lots and lots and lots of our suppliers are on that training pouring into you. So it's not just IntelliTravel. But there's many different perks and incentives that you get from being a travel agency owner. And I'll share one with you. When you come in, I always direct people to go ahead and take Princess Cruise training, because when you complete Princess Cruise training, they give you a free cruise for 2 people. All you have to pay is the taxes and port fees. And so people jump on that. So there's things that you get as an insider or as a travel agency owner that wouldn't be privy to you as a consumer. Great question.
And how much is this princess training?
Zero. $0. See, the money that you're paying to join this business, and for you, it's 1400 TT one time. Then 30 days later, your overhead kicks in, which is 440 TT. All of what we're talking about is included in your one-time purchase and then your overhead to run your business. We're not nickel and diming you like people do. Oh, we forgot to tell you. Oh, you're in here now. Oh, we're not teaching you anything. We're not training. You got to pay enough. No, it's included. Your marketing materials, right? Your training. And you're going to be trained by me. You're going to be trained by other leaders. You're going to be trained by the VP of training for IntelliTravel. You're going to be trained by our ambassadors that are trained to train all of us all over the world. And more importantly, you are going to be trained by our suppliers, the cruises, the hotels, the car rent, everybody we use, because they want you to book with them.
Thanks, Miss
So
D.
we
So
have to
we've got
put out to start 200 US. Yes, every business cost. If you know of a free business out there, please inbox me. Let me
no, no,
know what
no.
it is.
No, she was saying, so all we have to put out is literally 200 US. So like kind of shocked.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Yes, that's the one-time fee, but you do pay an overhead. So for the US currency, it's $64.95 per month, which takes care of everything that I just discussed. And again, if you decide that you want to fly off somewhere and get certified, you can, but you're going to pay for that, not the normal price, but you will pay for it. Great
Thanks, Miss D.
question.
Another question there. Do you have to work both businesses?
No, you don't. If you just want to be a travel agency owner, and I'm going to speak in US currency, it's $179.95 to get started, and your overhead that kicks in 30 days later is $39.95. But all you can do is book travel, right? Or excursions, because it's not just travel, it's entertainment, send people to the Beyonce concert, it is excursions when you go on trips, horseback riding, ATV, snorkeling, all of that. But you can only book travel and entertainment. Where it comes in that you can sell the travel agency franchise is that $20 side where we're popping millionaires. $20 is giving you the ability to sell travel agency franchises in 22 countries. Now, let's just say you joined and you're like, nope, I just want to book travel. And somebody came to you and said, hey, I want to join you in the business, and you didn't want to do it. You'd pass that person on to the person that brought you in, and they would earn the commission on selling the travel agency franchise.
Thanks, Misty. And I just want to
so
go,
okay.
go on, Giselle.
So the two businesses are selling travel and then selling the travel agency business itself.
Yes,
So
you
so I believe, okay, so since I brought my friend Darlene with me today, she would come under me, but that's only if I buy the marketing side
very good,
aspect of the
Giselle.
business.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
That's the message I left you. So if you're just a travel agent, you can't sell travel agency franchises. It's kind of like in your country, doubles, right? Doubles is a franchise. Well, if you didn't buy one or have ownership, you couldn't sell other doubles. Well, here, right, you could work in a doubles restaurant, but you can't sell the agency because you're not an owner with the ability to sell. So you would need to be on both sides of the business. And I'm going to be honest with anybody on here, that $20 can set you free. And I really want to understand the logic of somebody that says, I don't want to bless other people with this business. I don't want to share the opportunity with other people. All I want to do is book travel, because that $20 is going to allow you to have business partners like I do all over the world if you choose to. So, yes, Giselle, you would come in on both sides of the business. And since I expose you to the business, I'm going to get the direct sale. But then Darlene comes right behind you and joins you. You're going to get the direct sale, and I'm going to get the 50% check match. That's the two ways, only two out of the eight that how we get paid.
Thanks, Misty. So
Yes,
basically,
Nairi, absolutely. Working both sides of the business is it. I mean, for $20, you're leaving millions on the table, right? So, absolutely. Great observation.
I was going to say, Misty, it's literally for anyone on the line, it's a win-win situation. Okay. So look at it this way. As a travel business owner, you're going to get travel clients. Okay. But being on both sides of the business, you're either going to get a travel client, or you're going to get someone that comes and says, well, Emma J, how are you doing what you do? What would limit you and stop you from having that opening, jumping on this vehicle, is this, which is your mindset, because you're saying to yourself, I don't know anybody. I've not done this before, right? We didn't do it until we did it. And you know something? I'll say go through your phone. You have loads of contacts, social media. In this business, we bless, we don't judge, right? So you don't know who is out there that needs a blessing. This may not be for you, but this may be for somebody else. So while you're on the Zoom, think to yourself right now, who do you know travels, wants to travel, or is looking for an extra source of income? Misty, on the back of the question that you just answered, Nadine actually put in the chat, she says, when she asked, so all we need to put to start this out is just the 20 US. And then she says, but you'll make that so you're not out of pocket. So I think it's good to roll into that. Obviously, that's why we tell them to do both sides of the business. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm not following, so let me
When
read.
Nadine, so go up, Nadine says, so all we have to put out to start the business is 200 US dollars. And then
Yeah.
under that, she says, but you make that back so you're not out of pocket.
Yeah, so any business, right, there's a startup, but that's really good, Nadine. So let's just say that you're on both sides of the business, right? And you're here with us tonight. You get off and you're like, I want to do this. And you join us before Sunday at midnight. Our weeks run Monday through Sunday at midnight. If you share this with someone and they get on our Zoom tomorrow night, um, there's none Sunday because it's Easter. And they say, I want to do what you do. And we get them in the system before Sunday at midnight. You're being notified next Thursday that you've earned a commission. And that's when we go in and we tell the company how you want to get paid. Now, starting out, it's going to be a $50 direct sale. So if you're looking at it from the perspective of the $20 that you've spent on the marketing side of the business, yeah, you doubled that, right? But we don't stop there. And what I mean by that is people, every person that sees this information, some people see it once and like, I'm in. Some people see it more than once, right? But let's just say you're on this line tonight and you're like, it seems really interested, but I need to sit back for a minute. Well, what we're going to tell you is act like you're already in the business, and whoever invited you is going to continue to send you the invites for the Zoom presentations. Why? Because we want you to start inviting people now to what your business is going to be. What that does is when you're ready to sign up, you may already have 4 individuals that are ready to lock arms with you, which is going to recoup your investment quickly. See, we want you to get your money back quickly and then be earning to take care of that monthly overhead. This is a business, not a hobby. We don't want you in here to do a hobby. We want you here to make income and then, more importantly, leave a legacy for your family.
Thanks, Miss D.
Any
I have
other
another
questions?
question.
Yes.
Go on, Giselle.
So there's two sides of the business. Is it that you possibly join the marketing side alone and don't sell travel? No.
No, because
Okay.
what do you sell? You don't even have what you're selling, right? So no,
Understood.
right?
Okay.
It's like, you have a franchise and you don't do any of that. Yeah, no. So you could be a travel agent without selling travel agencies, but no, you can't just be a rep selling travel agencies without the product in which we are selling, which is travel. So no, you can't just come in on the marketing side of the business. But you know what? You're not the first person to ask. And if you don't ask, you wouldn't know. But yeah, no.
Thanks, Giselle. And Nadine, yes, you are right. You don't feel the overhead because you're always making that 50. And if you have that mindset, that's exactly how we teach, right? So we want you to come in, make that money. So you're actually investing your business and reinvesting that money back. So your pocket isn't feeling it. Spot on. That's exactly what we do.
Yeah.
Great way to end
Who
off.
invited Nadine? Nadine's got it right. Oh, that would be you, Emma J.
What do you mean?
Regis.
Oh. What do you mean? Oh.
Of course you invited Nadine. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is 15 minutes past where we normally stop. I'm going to ask one more time, are there any further questions? We do need to jump on to another Zoom, which starts in 15 minutes. Are there any other questions that anybody has before we bid you a good night? If not, what I want you to do is get back to the person that invited you. Giselle, I'll be talking to you. Nadine, Emma J will be talking to you. But we want you to get back to the person that invited you tonight. They will get you on the line with myself or with Emma J, and we're going to answer any additional questions that you have. When you're ready to get started, we're going to get you through the process. Now, this is a criteria to start. You have to be 18 years of age, and you need a debit or credit card that can make online international purchases, because both companies are in the United States. And then you need a device you can work off of. Many people just start with their cell phone, but eventually you're going to need an iPad or a laptop, because you're going to be cranking, you're going to be doing some work, and you can't do everything off of your cell phone forever. So that's the criteria. Get back to the person that invited you. We will answer any additional questions that you have. And then if you're ready to go, we're ready to support you in the journey. You see, here we don't chase, we don't convince, we educate you so that you can make an educated decision about changing your freedoms, financial, time, and personal. And we want to do that for you. You see, as Emma J said, we go to 2 places here. She took you to the beach, I took you to the bank. And we want to see you at both of those locations with us. So we hope the next time we see you on this Zoom, we see you as one of our success partners, one of our family members with guest and not just a guest. Thank you, each and every one of you who joined us tonight. Thank you for hanging in and hearing all of the answers to the questions. God bless and good night. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.